It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Got Jay Morgan Harder hanging out with me, and we busy today, man. We got to talk a lot of baseball, and I got to give a big congratulations to start off the show to Brent Rooker. By the way, went to ECS, went to Mississippi State, and the Rook, Mr. Rooker is now an all-star. He is a member of the all-star team. I don't know. I think that's pretty pimp right there. Congratulations to Brent Rooker. And we got some also interesting stuff about the All-Star game, because if somebody was unable to participate in an All-Star game and you got a nod because they aren't going to participate, wouldn't you give them a little gift as a little thank you? Well, my man, David Bednar, he did that. Mr. Kershaw is what he said. Clayton Kershaw is not going to participate in the All-Star game, so David got the nod. The Pittsburgh Pirates happened to play in the Dodgers when this happened. He went over there, and I thought this was a very class move, wrote a little note, said, Mr. Kershaw, here's a six-pack of Pittsburgh's finest. Thank you. I just thought that was a perfect touch right there. Sitting a little booze in the dugout on a day when he's not going to be playing. Nothing like watching a baseball with a little six-pack, right? It's how you do it.
Pittsburgh's finest.
I had no idea what kind of beer it was.
It's Pittsburgh's finest.
Yeah, it was just it was a dark can. Couldn't really, I think it was an IPA, which if that's their finest, I'm not a big IPA guy. What about you?
I like domestics mostly. I guess an IPA is technically a domestic, but you know what I mean, like the widespread domestic beers like Miller Lite and Coors Light, that kind of thing.
And I like that. And by the way, since we are speaking of the All-Star game, you know what happens tomorrow? It's the first time ever we're going to have the inaugural HBC Swingman Classic. That's going to be on the MLB Network at 9:30. Then you have on Saturday, I love the Futures game. You have the Futures game on Saturday. So we got a little baseball action on Saturday, a bunch of the young and up-and-comers. On Sunday, we have the baseball draft. And why is the baseball draft? Is it because it's so hard to get to the majors? You never know who's going to actually work out. But we love the NBA draft. We love the NFL draft. Major League Baseball draft is very, like nobody gives a damn. Even like hardcore purists don't pay attention to the baseball draft, do they?
Brian says he watches it. I don't really watch it. I think some people watch it, though.
I think it's a lot of it has to do with there's so many high school players that are taken in the draft for Major League Baseball.
Could be.
And it's not like we're talking about high school baseball stars like we talked about LeBron James when he was on the comeuppance. So I don't know. Nobody really pays attention. But then,
well, people are talking about like Paul Skeens and Dylan Cruz that way, kind of, though, aren't they? But that's not high school kids.
I was going to say, these are guys who just won the championship, College World Series at LSU.
And so people care about those guys getting drafted, I think. Like, I remember when Al Leiter's son was getting drafted.
Well, you probably won't have to look past 3 picks, and then you'll be done watching them get.
Remember when Al Leiter's son was getting drafted, there was all that hype about
Jack.
him. Yeah, and then his teammate, the kid. Yeah, Kumar Rocker.
Kumar. By the way, Kumar Rocker, again, he's also with Texas. They're big guys that they got from, like, if I were Texas, I would never get anything from the Mets again. You get Jacob deGrom for $180 million. The dude makes 6 starts. You get Kumar Rocker. You actually give him the $10 million that he wants. My man still hadn't made an appearance, having another Tommy John surgery. So I think I would avoid buying from the Mets if I were the Rangers going forward. I think it's a pretty good, little solid
But they
advice.
also got Nolan Ryan from the Mets, didn't they?
Okay. Again, this is what we're doing. I was thinking that, too, while you were saying that. I was like, I hope these kids don't catch me on that one because now.
Because he's pretty good.
Because he was pretty damn good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Like, long time ago since we saw Nolan beating up on Who charged the mound and he beat the crap out of?
I forget, but no. That's
Robin Ventura?
Yeah, that sounds right. I
think it was Robin Ventura.
No, that's exactly right.
Oh, man, it's amazing what I can pull out my keister. Pull out my hat. That's the proper one. We have the Home Run Derby. Are you excited about the Home Run Derby? Have you looked at the bracket?
I haven't looked at the bracket, but I like the new look Home Run Derby kind of. I kind of like the way they do it. I've enjoyed watching the past couple of years.
I do like the Home Run Derby. I think it's, I'm with you.
Bryant says Josh Young should be in it. For who? Who should they take out, Bryant?
Adley Rutschman.
He says he doesn't like Adley Rutschman.
I didn't say I don't like Adley Rutschman.
He didn't say he didn't like Adley Rutschman, but, I mean, right now, if you don't know the participants, J-Rod's going to be in that bad boy. The Home Run Derby this year, I mean, you know the All-Star Game's in Seattle, right?
I do.
Do people know this? Is this, like, common knowledge or something I need to announce? Well, I'm announcing it now.
Announce it. Announce it now.
The All-Star Game this year is coming from Seattle, and J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, he is going to participate in the Home Run Derby at his home ballpark. I really like this. Of course, y'all know he was the Rookie of the Year last year.
Roy.
He was wait a second. The dude is just bad to the bone. I like J-Rod. I think he's going to do great. But also you have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. who can just, he can bomb them. The dude's he's got it in his DNA too. You know what I mean?
He can bomb him.
By the way, didn't Vlad win the Home Run Derby and beat Pete Alonso in 2019?
That sounds right. No.
2020?
21. 22.
Was it 21?
21. No, Pete Alonso won in 21. I don't know, man.
I know that he did beat Pete Alonso, if my memory serves me correctly.
Okay,
but again, I'm going to tell you right now, it's the first hour of the show. I feel like my memory's always a lot better in the first hour than the second hour. Mookie Betts is going to jump in this joint. Mookie is by far the smallest guy in stature.
Vlad Jr. lost to.
He lost.
He lost to Pete Alonso in 2019.
He did lose. Oh, so he lost to him. But
this is his second one.
Okay. Cool. Mookie Betts, though, you know how great of an outfielder he is. You know how great of a second baseman he is. You know how great of a all-around baseball player he is. We're going to find out how big his bat is. Plus, we also have Randy Arozarena.
Yeah, two former Redbirds in this Home Run Derby.
Really?
Adolis Garcia and Randy Arozarena.
Both of them are Cuban, too.
How about that? And they also used to be Redbirds.
And they're going against each other in the first round, aren't they?
Are they?
I'm pretty damn sure.
How about that?
Pretty dead gum sure.
Well, that's good then.
So we have, we also have Randy Arozarena. By the way, that dude's pretty yoked, right?
He's
he's only 5'10", 180 pounds.
Wow.
Doesn't he look a lot bigger?
He does.
Goodness gracious. When I saw that he was 5'10", 180 pounds, I was like, damn, that dude got all 180 pounds of muscle.
He gives off large man. He sure does.
He does give off large man vibes. Now, Pete Alonso is a big man, and he's a two-time Home Run Derby champion. He is the polar bear. I can't remember where he won those.
I would bet on Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, he likes by the way, though, but see, Pete Alonso had a very, very big reason that he needed to win those Home Run Derbies. Remember why?
Oh, you don't think he has the drive? He doesn't.
Now
he's
got that big contract. He's making tons of money. Remember the 2 years that he won it, he was making the league minimum like $600,000 a year, and he won $1 million in each of his Home Run Derby contests. So the Home Run Derby paid him more than the whole damn season did.
So you don't think he wants the million anymore, though?
Oh, he still does. I'm just saying. Back then, the dude was hungry. You know what I'm saying?
So other people will be hungry.
He's like hungry. He was hungry. Of course, your boy Adley Rutschman is going to be in it. He's a catcher.
Against Luis Robert.
And he's going against Luis Robert, by the way, who Luis Robert this year has been hitting bombs. If Robert stays healthy, Luis Robert is one of the best. I mean, did you know that? You know who has, believe it or not, do you know who has the highest barrel rate in all of baseball?
Is it Luis Robert Jr.?
It is Luis Robert Jr. The highest barrel rate of anybody in baseball. My man can flat out. But the problem is nobody for Washington ever stays. I mean, for the White Sox ever stays healthy.
Do a barrel.
Do a barrel roll?
Do a barrel.
Barrel roll?
That's right.
What is a barrel roll?
I don't know.
I think I've heard that. What's a barrel roll?
Do
Is
barrel.
it a dance or is it like when you just roll a barrel down the hill to get drunk?
I'm not sure. It's something.
It's
what about
something.
Mookie? Can Mookie win? Who are we betting on, John? That's the question.
Well, we have a few days to figure it out, but also, like you said, we also have
You
Adolis
don't-
Garcia.
You don't like
last
doing,
but not least.
You don't like doing home run derby futures. You don't like putting early
No,
all-star
I like
ballots
doing it.
in.
I like doing it. I'm looking at the. Okay, so first
hard
and
to
foremost,
determine right
a lot
now.
of people need to understand how the home run derby is going to be played this year. There are going to be seeds. Okay. It's a single elimination bracket with 3 rounds, 3 minutes in the first 2 rounds, with the 45-second timeout. Remember, you get a
TO.
2. You get, like, in the first round, you each get a 45-second timeout to kind of chill, get your breath back, and then go. The final round is just 2 minutes with one 45-second timeout, and of course, batters are awarded 30-second bonus at the end of each round. That additional 30 seconds with 2 home runs of over 440 feet. So if you hit 2 bombs over 440 feet, you get an extra 30 seconds. Now, if there is a tie after the very championship round, they will have a 60-second swing off with no stoppage. No stoppage. So
Sounds intense.
it is very intense. I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest with you. I'm ready to get. I'll get the brackets later on together. We'll see who's facing each other off. You know, because there's the number 1 seed all the way to 8 seeds. Like they got 8 seeds all the way through this junk. You know what I mean?
We could do a bracket challenge.
We could. And by the way, though, we have day baseball today. You know that, right?
Yeah, we got 3 games, 4 games if you count a little afternoon matinee.
Are you talking about the 4:10 game with Blue Jays and the White Sox?
Yeah, that's the matinee.
That's the matinee.
It's a matinee.
That's usually that's the you know that word very much because you go to a lot of matinees, right?
I do like matinee. I like a good matinee. That's true.
All right. So did you ever go see that movie, by the way, that you pretended to go see that one day? What was it called?
Asteroid City. I've seen Asteroid City.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I like it.
Asteroid City. Speaking of Asteroid City, did you see where Mr. Ellie De La Cruz yesterday, what he did? Did you see what he did? He hit a ball all the way out of the ballpark, asteroid. But did you notice the knob on the end of his bat that he had?
I did.
So they went out there in his first AB. He's got the knob on the bottom of the bat. They make him take it off. Do you know what he did? He struck out. And then they talked about it during the break, and they were like, nah, man, there's a lot of people that use a knob on the end of the bat. So they just let him put it back on. Did you see what he did the very next to bat with the knob back on his bat? He hit a bomb. And I loved how he pointed at the knob, pointed at his own dugout, didn't point to this, but pointed at the knob and said it was all knob power. I like it, dude. It was the knob that did it.
It was the knob.
It was the knob. De La Cruz is flat out. He's a pretty damn good ball player. What do you think?
Yeah, he's good.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's not pretty good. He's batting .318 in 26 games that he's played at the majors. He's batting .318. He has 14 extra base hits, 14 RBI. His OPS is .892, and he has 11 stolen bases in 26 games. That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
He is good. But you know who's even better?
Who?
2 guys. I'm going to ask you. Who do you think?
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Right, he is one of them. And the other guy?
Shohei Ohtani.
Well, here's my thing, because I'm going to tell you a lot of wonderful things about Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. And again, right now, I think he's by far the MVP. The dude is just what he's doing is ridiculous. And by the way, you like that Braves cover yesterday?
I did.
How easy was that one? What did I tell you? That was going to be the easiest bet of the day. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, no, you hit it.
We hit a bunch yesterday.
Yeah, we had a good day.
I was going to say we had not a good day. We had a great day yesterday.
Had a good day.
I had a great day. Did you take your Marlins?
I did.
Did that game make you a little nervous?
It did.
Sure made me a little bit nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the Braves, they won 8-1. They beat up on the Guardians. And Ronald Acuna Jr. Basically, this whole damn team, what they're doing is ridiculous. I told you Mike Soroka was gonna go out there. He got in a little bit of trouble. A little trouble here and there, but you know what he did? He wiggled his way out of it every single time. But back to my man. Ronald Acuna Jr., do you think there's a chance that this man hits 40 home runs and steals 75 bases? Because that's what he's on pace to do.
He could do it.
That's pretty damn crazy. I mean, hell, do you think he has a chance? He has a little bit of a power surge to have a 50-50 year? 50 stolen bases, 50 home runs?
I mean, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be, that would actually.
50-50, no way. No way.
Dude, he's on pace to steal 75 bases. He's on pace to hit 41 home runs. It ain't like I'm just saying that. Like, this ain't so far off. I think he's definitely 40-40 this year. Not saying
He
definitely.
could be 40-40 would be what I would strive for because 50-50 sounds
I'm just saying,
crazy.
have you ever, though? There's never been a 50-50.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
No
he would be the first, but I'm just saying he has and there's also never been a guy to hit 40 and still 75 bags either. He's on pace. He's like Ricky Williams. He's like Ricky Henderson on the base path, but my man's like.
But he's got legs like Ricky Williams.
No, Ricky. I don't know why I said it because Ricky Williams was a good pot smoking yoga.
He's also a good football player.
Dude, he was a damn good football player. Texas, New Orleans, Miami.
He's a good football player.
Great
man.
football player.
Just
Also good at yoga.
Just didn't love it that much.
I loved it. He loved smoking the lettuce. But back to what was I talking about just now?
Speaking of love smoking the lettuce.
I love smoking the lettuce. That's not what we were talking about, though, was it? We're talking about the Braves, aren't we?
Hey, that's what you were saying, yeah.
That's right. So I'm telling you how great Mr. Acuna's been, okay? Again, this dude is absolutely ridiculous. But if you look over at Shohei Ohtani, this is going to drive you crazy because as much as I'm in love with Ronald Acuna and I think he's the best player in the National League by far, I was looking at these stats this morning and I thought to myself, this will be so annoying for Jay Morgan, so I'm definitely bringing this to the airwaves. Shohei the hitter is leading the major leagues in homers, triples, RBI, slugging, OPS, and total bases. Did you hear what I just said?
No, the guy can rake, John.
And I'm not talking about just the American League. I'm talking about the all of baseball.
He's the first player since Sammy Sosa in 1998 to have 30 home runs and 10 stolen bases at this point in the season.
Exactly. But it's not even done there. It's not even done there because, Shohei the pitcher, right now, do you know he's leading the majors in batting average against, slugging percentage against? He has the highest strikeouts and he has the most strikeouts and the highest strikeout rate per 9.
Yeah, but he's still not winning these games. He's giving up jacks.
Again,
hold on. Bumps.
Listen to what I'm saying. He's given up a few home runs, but he has the lowest batting average against in all of baseball at 189.
No, he does have great swing and miss stuff.
He also has the most strikeouts again in all of baseball. Highest strikeout percentage. You haven't seen anybody on this pace as a hitter since, you said it, Sammy Sosa, Babe Ruth, Jimmy Fox. But as a pitcher, his power numbers are just like that of a Justin Verlander or a Max Scherzer. I mean, my man right now, he's hitting over 300, and hitters that face him are hitting $189. That is ridiculous. This isn't Little League. I mean, that is insanity. Think about how many pitchers are in baseball. I mean, Spencer Strider, he's got more Ks than him. Yes, has he given up the gopher ball too much? He has. But he fixes that problem because his swing and miss stuff is nasty. But the thing is also when he swings the bat, he don't miss jack. I love Ronald Acuna. This is a guy who realistically could be on pace, who could flirt with 50-50. I think he's going to get 40-40. Could flirt with it. Could have 75 stolen bases and at least, 35, 40 home runs.
What if Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, my question is, though, for you, is I'm talking about how great Ronald Acuna is because he is flat out unbelievable. Do you know how good Luis Arias is, right?
He's great.
Do you know how many? He's batting almost 400?
Yeah.
Do you know how many runs he scored this year?
How many?
39. Do you know how many Ronald Acuna scored?
How many?
75 to lead the majors. Like, that's just a dude who gets on base and just does different things with his feet. But also it does say something about the Braves hitters behind him as well. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But a guy who's getting on base as much as Luis Arias and a guy like Ronald Acuna, though, who's crossed the plate 75 times, that's a hell of a stat.
Ohtani is doing more than Ronald Acuna. He's pitching and hitting in that regard, too. But Ronald Acuna's value is equating to a lot of wins at the best pace in Major League Baseball.
Number one in all of baseball.
Ohtani is doing more, both hitting and pitching, and they can't win jack.
Yeah, they can't win jack.
So why, that has to, and they also have, even though Mike Trout just got hurt, they also have Mike Trout on the team, who you can say the same thing about.
Mike Trout has never played in a postseason game.
So,
Why is crazy.
This? It can't just be because the Angels have a bunch of bums around them. They've
had one of the worst pitching staffs going back a decade. I mean, it's been just pathetic. That's one thing you have to give the credit.
But the guy that you just mentioned is one of these guys on the pitching staff who
have
does have great swing and miss stuff, but they're not winning games that he pitches. He's giving up runs.
Well, the Angels aren't scoring much, and the Angels aren't, are giving up a ton. I mean, outside of Ohtani doing what he's doing, there ain't really much to go there and brag about the Angels.
Nobody hits a home run, a solo home run, down 4 runs.
Listen,
in the
I totally
inning
disagree
like
with
the
that.
Los Angeles
Listen,
Angels.
baseball is a team game, and out of all the sports, you can say one person, no matter who it is, can't win a damn baseball
Well,
game.
you're right about that.
That is a fact.
And the Braves are
It
good.
takes 16 guys every single night.
But the Angels aren't a joke, though.
The bullpen, they're not a joke, but they're not an actual. They're not somebody that you fear. I mean, when you go into a series with the Angels, you expect to win the series. They're a 500 club. They got one great starter. They got some stuff. Anthony Rendon has been the saddest thing. If you go out there and spend that much money on somebody and you get 4 years of production, which doesn't even equal his 2019 year of production when he was with the Nationals last. You're getting nothing from Rendon. And also, do me another favor when you're thinking about the Angels. Just think to yourself. Who on the Angels team who do you like? Pitcher, hitter? Tell me where somebody's
Renfroe.
Mississippi State guy. I like Hunter Renfroe.
Moustakas, I like.
But if Mike Moustakas is so old and such a pathetic first baseman,
I think I guess he's
home
not
runs,
always
250. Yeah, Mike ain't doing much.
Because he can't DH because they have.
And Mike is 35 years old, man. Anthony Rendon's pathetic. Their outfield, outside of Hunter Renfroe and Mike Trout, Taylor Ward, I don't think is any good. Brandon Drury, and I think he's actually hurt right now. They're just not a good baseball team. Tyler Anderson, Sandoval, their pitching staff is also pretty bad. But my question is, back to the beginning, and y'all let me know, 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. If you could just pick one of these two stars to be on your favorite team, are you taking Ohtani? Or are you taking Ronald Acuna Jr.?
Acuna, 10 times out of 10. He's the best player in baseball.
The best hitter is Shohei Ohtani. The best power pitcher in baseball is also Shohei Ohtani.
Well,
I'm just saying, hey, but you know what I'm thinking to myself?
One of those guys won World Series, though, and might win another one this year, and the other one certainly is not this year.
You also have to understand.
But baseball's a team game, like you said.
Well, I'm just also going to say, Acuna, a lot of people, I don't know why people don't bring this up. You know how often Acuna's been injured also?
Yeah, well, that's
He
true.
hasn't played over 120 games in any season but one. And that was the year he played 156 games, hit 41 home runs, and was just dominant.
He's also 4 or 5 years younger than Ohtani, too, though. Ohtani turned 29 yesterday.
Does the injury concern with Ronald Acuna, the way he runs on the bases and the way he gets banged up?
Well, he got hurt. He's gotten hurt in the field. It's always going after a fly ball.
He got injured in 2018, injured in 2020, 21, 22.
On the warning
this year, pray he doesn't get injured.
Like sprinting to first base or on the warning track. He just doesn't doing too much. So it really doesn't concern me because I feel like they're all preventable. 3 out of 4
years he's been injured.
Yeah, but it's all preventable stuff though. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's structural or anything like that.
You're right. I agree with that.
I guess it becomes structural if it happens too often. But I feel
like
all that stuff is
pretty rough.
Yeah, but I feel like that stuff is preventable. I think he could. It doesn't concern me very much.
Okay, I just think it's a very fascinating. I think it's interesting. I'm telling you right now, I don't know who I would take. I think they're both amazing. I think though Shohei Ohtani does kind of cover up what Ronald Acuna is doing for the best team in baseball. A lot of other, and plus Sean Murphy also is taking a little bit away because you know what?
Catcher.
Sean Murphy is probably the only person on the Braves team that's going to win a Silver Slugger and a Gold Glove.
You're right.
He's the best hitting catcher in baseball, and he could win the Gold Glove because he might be one of the best defensive catchers in baseball now. And do you know that the A's gave him up for 2 AA players and a box of Wheaties?
That's right. But what if those double players end up being really good?
So far, I looked at them, and only one of them's in the minor league top 100 prospects. The other one.
So he's on his way then.
The other one is not even. He hasn't even gone up from AA. So can I tell you this? Neither one of those guys are going to be a Sean Murphy.
Best catcher in baseball.
Right now, better than Adley Rutschman, your guy.
I do like Adley Rutschman.
And, oh my gosh, we have some baseball. The other thing I was going to bring up, but I'm running out of time. Did you see Alex Manoah is actually going to be back and pitching tomorrow?
Yeah, I know, I did, yes.
What the hell is going on with Toronto?
He's back, baby.
Like,
he's actually been good,
He gave up. No. I looked up his minor league start. So he was at basically a little structural ball, the lowest level of baseball in his first start. He was at rookie ball and gave up 11 runs.
Yeah, but I think his last start was good, though.
I got it right here. He threw 5 innings. He did give up 3 hits. He only gave up 1 run, but this was with AA, and this was on Sunday. He did have 10 strikeouts, had 3 walks.
That's nasty, man.
82 pitches.
10 strikeouts? He's ready. Bring him back, Jack. He's ready.
He has 1 decent outing at AA.
Yeah, 10 Ks. I'll give it to him. Let's see it. Get him back. Come on.
You're just killing
me.
He
was a Cy Young candidate. He has 10 Ks. He's worth the risk. Come on,
I'm with you.
Back.
I feel you. I just almost feel like you have to give him get a little bit more confidence. I feel like the dude's, it's got to be something between his ears, doesn't it? I mean, you can't be third in the Cy Young the year before and then come out and you're the worst pitcher in all of baseball.
I don't know. You strike out 10 guys. Seems like you got your confidence back.
In AA.
Still, though, striking out 10 guys.
Blue Jays play the Tigers, so maybe it's the fact that they play the Tigers tomorrow. And Detroit's kind of a light-hitting baseball team.
You still like the over 9 in that Blue Jays White Sox game that you took yesterday? Delayed to today, same pitchers.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm on it.
What time's that game go? 4?
That's the 4:10 game.
Okay. Well,
we got some time.
Okay, so we got some time to go. And by the way, it's Barrios and Lynn. If you don't remember from yesterday, the total's still sitting at 9.
Sure is.
Heck yeah, man. All right, so we got to talk about a lot of bets. And you know what we're going to do? On the other side, we don't have Isaac Simpson today. We're going to talk out our bets because we have games going at 12 o'clock at the Reds and Washington. And if you haven't seen them play, the Reds play, you need to check them out. This Reds team is absolutely legit. Like, I believe in this team. I think in the National League, like, if you were to bet a division, and we're not going to take the Braves in the East, they're up damn 8 games, okay? But if you looked at the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers, and the Giants over in the West, you look at the Reds, the Brewers, the Cubs, the Pirates, we don't even talk about the Cardinals. Like, I think the best bet to win their division would be the Cincinnati Reds because I think they're much better than the Brewers. They're on fire. They're young. They're hungry. They're playing well. They got that veteran leadership in Votto. I love everything the Reds are doing right now. I think they win the Central.
They got some pitchers with ERAs that are shooting through the roof.
Dude, they got Graham Ashcraft, okay?
And he's one of them whose ERA is shooting through the roof. He's been really bad.
Their whole pitching staff is pretty bad.
Yeah, that concerns me.
It should concern you, to be honest.
The Central is just so unpredictable right now.
How long
the Cubs might sweep the Brewers?
Hunter Green going to be out?
He's only on the 15-day IL, right? I really have no idea.
He's another guy, by the way. We talk about Ohtani, who has like swing and miss stuff.
He's got swing.
But he also he catches too much of the damn plate
Sure does.
Because when they hit that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, that ball goes a long way.
There's one inning Hunter Green has, like, you can look at his splits, and Hunter Green has one. It's like the third inning. His ERA is like double what all of the other innings are. It's terrible.
It is terrible. One thing that's not terrible is making money on the other side. Let's get ready to bet on some baseball. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch has an offer you can't refuse. They will pay you to do business with them if you want luxury. And I'm talking the Genesis G70 car. If you would love to have that kind of new technology, they will give you a $1,000 rebate when you finance with Genesis Motor Finance. In other words, they'll pay you $1,000 to do business with them, and you get brand new luxury. You can't beat it. That's Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis, right at the corner of Craft Road and Highway 78 in Olive Branch. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch, where customer retention is amazing. There's a reason. They take care of you with a team that's been together for a long time. Whether it's finance or whether it's service, you can't beat them. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis.
Purchase a new energy-efficient heating and cooling system from Conway Services today and get up to $1,750 back plus a free Nest thermostat when Conway Services buys back your old, inefficient HVAC system. Guaranteed service and flexible payment options are great reasons to call Conway Services today.
Visit conwayservices.com for details, terms, and conditions.
License number 64210, 64365 EAS, MS 19668.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
You've heard of CEO Howard Mackler of Innovation Refunds explain how they've helped thousands of small businesses with their ERC tax refunds. Innovation Refunds dedicated to helping business owners navigate the process with their team of independent tax attorneys who are experienced in understanding ways that different kinds of companies can claim tax deductions as a result of the pandemic. The ERC is not a wasteful government program. The tax credits for small businesses are helping the American economy. So far, over 90 billion ERC tax credits sustained 1.3 million U.S. jobs and 135 billion in U.S. economic GDP. Go to innovationrefunds.com, see if you qualify, no upfront charge. That's right, no upfront charge. They don't get paid unless you get paid. Call 1-843-REFUNDS. That's 1-843-REFUNDS. Or go to innovationrefunds.com. innovationrefunds.com.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's hanging out with me. Usually we talk with Isaac Simpson. Right now we talk probably a little bit about some summer league action. Maybe some NBA. Where's Dame Lillard going to go? I don't know. Isaac Simpson does. But we're going to talk about our bets because we have day baseball going on. Yesterday we were awesome. Yesterday, we were beautiful. We won games. I mean, how many units did you finish up yesterday? Because you do it by unit. I do it by feel.
I don't know, a few.
A few units. Just a few? Not like a whole lot of units?
There's just a few.
Damn. What'd you do wrong? You kept betting at night, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Man, sometimes you got to take your win, baby. You got to take your win. You got the Astros -1.5. They won 6-4 for you. You had the Braves -1.5. They won 8-1.
I had 3 bets on that Astros game. We won all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. We dominated yesterday. Well, we're going to do that again today. We have some great games today. If you haven't seen Ellie De La Cruz, he's playing with the Nationals today. My man's a machine. But we got Williamson on the bump for the Reds. Another pitcher for the Reds who's really not very good. And you're right. They have a lot of bad pitchers. We also have Mr. Gore. Mackenzie Gore. And by the way, what kind of name is Mackenzie for a guy? Like, have you ever... Spud McKenzie was a dog. I know a bunch of Mackenzies that are female. My daughter's middle name's Mackenzie. But I don't know many dudes named Mackenzie. Do you?
This one, for sure.
He's the only one I know. And he's not very good. 4-7 on the season. The Washington Nationals at home minus the 130. The Reds have won 4 straight games. This line, it looks a hell of a lot scarier than it should. I'm kind of confused. Do you have any feel on this first game?
I do.
Is it a Yerfy-Nerfy, or is it actually the full game or 5 innings?
I have a Yerfy, actually. But I also had the first 5 over 5.5. But I'm getting the Reds plus 110 on the first 5 money line. I'm going to take that as well. Mackenzie Gore has been good for stretches this year, but he's also been bad. Williamson, I feel like you can definitely count on more than Mackenzie Gore, though. The Reds also I'm just going to bet on the Reds. They're just a better team. I'm betting on the Reds to be good here. The Reds win this first 5 money line.
I kind of like that. Also, though, but I'm looking at the Southpaw Showdown with the Reds and the Nationals, and I'm thinking to myself, this thing is both of these guys' ERAs are above 4. Williams is 5.56. Gore's is 4.48. I like the first 5 over, but you know what else is bad about both of these teams? Their bullpens. I think over 9.5 for the game is a great bet. Am I getting a little bit too excited?
I don't know enough about the
because it's a 12 o'clock game. It's an early day game on a Thursday. Are they going to come out there and rake? You're like, no.
I don't know. I like the over 5.5, but I don't have a good gauge for what the bullpens do. I feel like over 9's fine. Yeah, I like over 9.
I like the over 9.5 for the game as well. Now in the A's and the Tigers game, that seems like a tough game to pick. Actually, who's going to win it? It's been very difficult. I don't know why the Tigers can't beat them. But I'm looking also at, again, another over. And right now, it's just sitting at 9. Harris is trash. Lorenzen is trash. And you say to yourself, well, the A's and the Tigers can't really hit. I don't know if you heard, Brent Rooker from ECS is now an all-star for the Athletics. By the way, 240, 14 home runs, 42 RBIs, 803 OPS. Ooh. I'm telling you, Brent Rooker. I like the over. Is that crazy to take the Tigers Athletics game over?
Yeah.
It is. You think, man, the pitching is so bad, though.
The only thing I wrote down was Tigers first 5 minus half a run, but I don't even like that really either. I don't like anything in this game.
Well, the Cubs game, I think I actually love to play.
I've got to play for you in that one as well, but I really don't like this game either. Go ahead.
Don't?
Let me hear what you have.
Milwaukee's favored in this game. Like, Freddie Peralta's been trash. I'm gonna go with the Stroh man.
You think the Cubs beat the Brewers in this series then?
Yep.
3-1?
3-1.
That's so scary to bet on the Cubs to win a series on the road 3-1, man. Even though it's Stroman. That's why I don't want to bet on the Brewers, because I don't want to bet against Stroman, but betting on the Cubs to win a road divisional series 3-1.
They've struggled in the past few seasons just winning the game at Miller Park. It's not called Miller Park anymore, is it?
I think it is, right?
I think they changed it to something else. But
I think you're right.
But I still remember it as Miller Park. But anyway, point is, I think that I like the Cubs.
You know what I'm saying, though?
I know what you're saying.
It's
hard, the Cubs.
Man.
But, let's be real. Freddie Peralta, he's had some pretty difficult.
But so is Stroman. Stroman's last outing, he was awful against the Guardians. He had 5 runs.
Yeah.
He was bad, man.
Man, I
so I don't like any of that.
I'm going to tell you something. Now you're scaring me off of this.
So
I feel so good with Stroman in plus money.
I know.
Even money,
Exactly. But that's what scared me off, is that I'd be betting on the Cubs to win this divisional series on the road 3-1. And that's just I can't. That's tough to bet on. I took a Nerfy, minus 120. I don't love Freddie Peralta, but kind of like you said, I agree with you on Stroman. Here's the thing. My head says Stroman just looking at this game by itself. But when I look at the series as a whole, I want to take the Brewers. So what does that equate to me? I like Stroman. I like the Brewers. No runs first inning. How about a Nerfy, -120?
I like the Nerfy, actually. It's only -120.
How about a Nerfy?
Freddie Peralta, give me 3 outs. Marcus Stroman, give me 3 outs.
How about a Nerfy?
Let's win some money at 110.
How about that?
I like that one.
That's what I have for that game. Because you're right, man. That's a scary game right there.
Also makes me think, golly, man, this game is just, I mean, the total was even only 8 runs.
I know. It's crazy. I couldn't figure it out, man.
I'm struggling with this game as well.
It was like a puzzle I couldn't crack. Blue Jays, White Sox, Barrios, and Lance Lynn. I also yielded to what you said yesterday. I was with you yesterday. I'm with you again. I like over 9. I think you can get – it's 5.5 first 5 and 9 for the game. So I was going to take the first 5, but 5.5 seems a lot more difficult to get to than 9 does for the game. 6
runs to win in the first 5 versus
9 for the game.
9, which would even jack you.
I'll take 9.
And jack you. Anyway, by the way, speaking of, did you know the Cubs and the Brewers?
I had to dump that when I said it.
I had to think something. You know, the Cubs go up 3-1. If not, this is just going to be a split. That's like kissing your sister.
So you want to bet on some action to happen?
I want some action. I don't want no kissing the sister.
A win and a loss.
I want to win it, man.
Man, take the Cubs if you want. I'm scared of that one.
By the way, the Blue Jays and the White Sox have a little doubleheader action today. In Game 2, I have no idea who's pitching for the White Sox.
We can't bet on the second one yet.
I mean, I don't have a clue, but man, what's his name?
Kikuchi.
Kikuchi. How can I not remember Kikuchi?
I don't know.
Kikuchi. I got it. Kikuchi is pitching tonight, and I have no idea who's pitching for the White Sox. But for some reason, just because it's Coochie, I'm leaning for the Blue Jays.
Well, that's fair enough. I don't have a line on that game yet, but as soon as I get one.
There was one this morning, I thought.
Oh, you saw one?
I thought it was Toronto -120.
How about that?
So that's just
against a no-name pitcher.
We have no idea. That's why I'm thinking you just need to back Coochie right now.
Yeah.
They throw somebody else out there. He might be a bum. This line could go to -200. You never know.
Or you bet the White Sox and hope for the best.
That would definitely be hoping for the best. That Phillies team that you don't like very much is playing the Rays today as well, and Dirty Sanchez.
Rays throwing a bullpen game.
Rays are throwing a bullpen game, and Dirty Sanchez is pitching for the Phillies. But do you remember what I brought up yesterday about Craig Kimbrell?
That he's pitching well.
Like that he's pitching really well, and I actually just because we were talking about it, I like this Phillies team today. The Phillies are getting plus money. It's a bullpen game for the Rays. I know the Rays are great and everything, but this Phillies team has kind of started to find themselves. And just talking about Craig Kimbrell, through the first 14 appearances this year that he made, he got through, 12.8 innings. 12 innings. He had 12.8 strikeouts per 9. His ERA was 8.25. His WHIP was 175. The opponent batting average was 267. His last 23 outings, he has 10 saves. His ERA is a 1.17, 23 innings, 15.3 Ks per 9. His WHIP is 0.61, and his opponents are hitting $111. Bro, Craig Kimbrell, who I thought was done after the first month of the season, looks like he's found himself. Instead of just being somebody who overpowers you, do you remember when he was in Atlanta and he would come in there and he was just a flamethrower, and he would go in there and he would just basically say, "Here's my best stuff. See if you can catch up to it." He'd blow it by you.
Crafty now.
Now he's a finesse pitcher. He's throwing his slider, his curve, his change. He's moving the ball up and down. I got to say, man, good job for Craig Kimbrell to reinvent himself. And now he's back to getting saves and closing down games. And I think that's a hell of a thing for this Phillies lineup. And again, I was talking about their bullpen, which has been really good of late. Phillies can hit. I like the Phillies in Tropicana Field today.
Phillies, that they're going for the sweep today.
I know. They're playing damn good baseball. I'm loving this. And by the way, let's not act like these games have been close. They beat the brakes off of the Rays yesterday. They scored 8 runs. I can't remember what they did on the 4th, but I know they won the game. But I don't know, man. I feel like plus money. Again, a sweep. The Rays have been doing all the work. You see how big of a lead the Rays have over there?
Yeah, and they're doing a bullpen day. They might not even start their main guys today. You might be right about the Phillies. I didn't bet. I stayed away from.
The other thing is the Rays are just trying to get to the All-Star game, to the All-Star break. They were interviewing a couple of the players, and they were asking, "What are you going to do during the All-Star break?" And you know what they were talking about? Oh, we're going to go to the beach, going to go Cancun, going to go do this.
Well, they have to play a divisional series starting tomorrow. They play the Marlins.
Oh, I know, but
tomorrow.
I'm saying mentally they're already checked out. They're up 5 games on Baltimore. I'm telling you, I like the Phillies today. Phillies need this one, too, by the way. Phillies need it pretty bad. They're 11.5 games back of those Atlanta Braves.
So you're getting the brooms out.
I'm getting the brooms out for the sweep.
Get the brooms out.
Get the brooms out. We still have a few more bets. Plus, we have some great Hardwood stories. You won't believe something that I came across, by the way, Jay. Britney Spears is getting slapped out in Vegas. Victor Wembanyama security might have had a little something to do with that. And I got something that, just check this out. I found something that I can't even believe I found this. It's amazing. So do you know what BetOnline AG is?
I do.
I don't know how we are going to do this, but they have who owns the cocaine found in the White House, and they have odds. And remember, we've had Travis Kelce go by the White House this year. We've had Snoop Dogg go to the White House. Elton John's been there this year. Paris Hilton, Tom Brady, Andy Reid. Man, I got odds for who do you think brought the white stuff to the White House? Well, I don't have an intern on.
They don't have an intern odds. I'm gonna.
But I got great odds. I mean, heck, Matthew McConaughey's plus 2,500.
That's right.
Selena Gomez plus 2,500 as well. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to get the odds. We're going to break down some bets. We're going to bet on who found the white powder. I mean, not found it, but brought the white powder to the White House. And also on baseball. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Looking for a new lawnmower? Golf Cars of Hernando has the Gravely line of zero-turn lawnmowers in stock, and they work on them. Looking for a new golf cart? Golf Cars of Hernando has Yamaha and Star brands of golf carts in stock, and they also service most makes and models of golf cars. Financing is available with applicable credit at Golf Cars of Hernando. Call today, 662-429-1566, 662-429-1566. Golf Cars of Hernando.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday in July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch has an offer you can't refuse. They will pay you to do business with them if you want luxury. And I'm talking the Genesis G70 car. If you would love to have that kind of new technology, they will give you a $1,000 rebate when you finance with Genesis Motor Finance. In other words, they'll pay you $1,000 to do business with them, and you get brand new luxury. You can't beat it. That's Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis, right at the corner of Craft Road and Highway 78 in Olive Branch. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch, where customer retention is amazing. There's a reason. They take care of you with a team that's been together for a long time. Whether it's finance or whether it's service, you can't beat them. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. And by the way, man, we passed the 4th of July. It happened on Tuesday. You know what that means? It is time to start getting out all your magazines, calling all your peeps and listening to us, because we're going to start breaking down some college football. We got to break down the NFL. August will be here before you know it. And then all of a sudden, September's right after that if you didn't know how the months worked. And then it's football. I've got a little bit. I got a few things I've been looking at. Saturday Down South, I thought they put out a pretty interesting article. Didn't agree with much of it. They were talking about the 10 most electrifying, explosive players entering the SEC in 2023. Do you know who was at the top of their list, by the way? Did you check out this article?
John, I can't name 10 players in the SEC.
Yes, you can.
I literally cannot. Jackson Dart.
Quinshawn Judkins, probably I think the most explosive player in all of football.
Mike
let alone
Wright.
Ole Miss. What about Rocket Sanders at Arkansas? Brock Bowers, the best tight end at Georgia. Come on, man. I know you can do this.
Bobby Ashford.
Let's see, you're on this thing. Now, Bobby Ashford.
Yeah, Bobby Ashford.
Bobby Ashford.
Quarterback at Auburn.
Oh, good job. I was completely lost when you said Bobby Ashford. You know what when you said Ashford, I was thinking of Ashcraft. It's like, man, is he trying to slip in a baseball player?
Both dangerous names.
They are dangerous names. But I saw a few things, but they had it number one. And I know that Josh Heupel's offense is explosive. I saw Hendon Hooker and what he did in it. I think Hendon Hooker's a pretty good player. They got
Joe Milton.
Joe Milton at the very top.
How many is that? Like, have I got to 10 yet? I'm close,
10.
man.
You're doing good. But they say, and I was reading the Saturday Down South article, and they were like, he has the best arm in college football. Well, I don't know if you know this.
Well, he does. It just doesn't go – it's not always accurate.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the dude can throw the ball 75 yards like it's nothing. You saw him throw the orange from one end of the thing out of the stadium, right?
Go Big Orange.
Yeah, but did you see that little video? I mean, that's impressive. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, the dude could probably be a pitcher. I mean, he's got to be able to just throw nothing but gas. He needs to learn how to throw something accurate. And I understand that Josh Heupel's offense is awesome, but we've seen Joe Milton in Michigan. We saw Joe Milton given the reins of the Tennessee offense when Josh Heupel first got there, and Hendon Hooker took it from him because Joe Milton was missing wide open people. But I mean, if they're right, if he goes out there and has that unbelievable season, that's cool. In fact, put it this way, here's what they're saying about Milton. They say Milton's arm strength is so strong, they believe he can throw the football 90 yards. All right, hold up, man. I don't know if he can throw the ball 90 yards. He can throw it damn far.
How about you want to back and throw a football over that mountain?
Dan Marino threw it like when they back in the day used to do the quarterback challenges. Do you remember when they did that? Like John Elway and Dan Marino, and they'd be out there like 63 yards won the long, 64 yards was like Jeff George, I think, won it like 64 yards. They're saying Joe Milton can throw the ball damn 90 yards. I don't know about that.
Maybe he can, John. You never know.
I also don't think he's going to be the most explosive scorer and potential player in the Southeastern Conference.
Who is?
I mean, I think Quinshon Judkins at Ole Miss. I mean,
I think Jackson
by the way,
Dart.
They also say that Squirrely White. Do you like that name?
Squirrel.
Squirrel White.
He's good. He's from Birmingham.
He is good. He's a receiver at Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know more than 10 players, you a-hole.
I really do. I didn't know if I did, but I actually do. You're right. I told Brian a minute ago, I legitimately didn't think I could name 10 guys, but now that we're doing that, I know a few guys.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. My man's doing some work, but we're going to get in very deep in some football next week. That's when we're going to start breaking down each conference's games.
Rebel football, we get to talk about once a week with Evie Van Pelt.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, I think your mind is actually like melding with mine.
That's good.
Does that scare you?
It's like a marriage we have here, John. It's like a radio marriage,
So you're my work husband? Is that?
That's right.
That's disgusting.
And you're my work wife.
Oh, well, take me shopping then to Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, down in Olive Branch, because I feel like you should be buying me some gear. They have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. They have Western boots, work boots, dress boots, you name it, they got it at Frontier Western Store. Plus, they have a ladies' boutique. I guess that's for me today since my husband is taking me shopping. They have a men's department. They have a children's department. They have you covered from head to toe at Frontier Western Store with all the summer fashions. Head on down there. If you can't get to Olive Branch, you can always get your gear at frontierwesternstore.com. It's family owned and operated since 1967. Check them out. Frontier Western Store, frontierwesternstore.com. Me and my husband, Jay, are back on the other side with a little bit of hardwood just because it feels so damn good. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
I think it's the slow smoking over pecan and hickory wood.
It's the secret combination of dry rub spices.
Maybe it isn't one single thing that makes Central Barbecue special.
I didn't say it was one thing. I said there's probably one thing that makes Central Barbecue special that's more important than the other things that make Central Barbecue special.
It's the 24-hour meat marinade.
That was the name of my band in high school, Meat Marinade.
Let's try and focus on Central Barbecue Spot, okay? Have we said Central Barbecue is special enough?
I'm not sure if we can say it enough because Central Barbecue is so special.
Ooh, nice. Going from Central Barbecue is special to Central Barbecue is so special.
That should probably do it.
Central Barbecue is so special.
Buying a diamond here in Memphis just got a lot easier and a lot less expensive. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine from the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm excited to tell you about Genesis Diamonds, now open at Poplar Commons. This is a game-changing concept that will forever change the jewelry scene right here in Memphis. With a gorgeous showroom and a selection that's up to 30 times ordinary stores, no middleman markups, direct importer pricing, and the strongest warranties and guarantees in the industry. This is a revolutionary concept. Genesis Diamonds was started by a former diamond wholesaler who decided to stop selling diamonds to jewelry stores and instead go straight to the public without those ridiculous retail markups. All this with a selection that's up to 30 times ordinary stores. No commission salespeople, no stress, no pressure, free service for life on any purchase. Don't buy a diamond engagement ring or any diamond jewelry anywhere until you discover this exciting new concept. Genesis Diamonds, now open in Poplar Commons at Poplar and Perkins Extended.
Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch has an offer you can't refuse. They will pay you to do business with them if you want luxury. And I'm talking the Genesis G70 car. If you would love to have that kind of new technology, they will give you a $1,000 rebate when you finance with Genesis Motor Finance. In other words, they'll pay you $1,000 to do business with them, and you get brand new luxury. You can't beat it. That's Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis, right at the corner of Craft Road and Highway 78 in Olive Branch. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch, where customer retention is amazing. There's a reason. They take care of you with a team that's been together for a long time. Whether it's finance or whether it's service, you can't beat them. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis.
I'm with John Burgos from the world-famous Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948.
Brett, we have catered parties all over this country and all over the world, from Singapore, Australia to Central Park in New York. But many people don't realize how much we do locally. For holiday events, office parties, tailgating, birthday parties, you can't do better than the Rendezvous. For example, you can get a cheese and sausage tray for 15 to 300 people for $3.75 a person. You can even build your own nacho bar for $10.50 per person. All you need is a minimum of 15 people. In many cases, we can arrange delivery and full-service catering. We've even made it easy to get to-go items. You can just park at our front door in the alley, put on your flashes, and we'll get you going ASAP. For all your catering items and prices, go to hogsfly.com, click on menu, and drop down to catering.
Thank you, John. The Rendezvous, Mr. Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948 and celebrating its 75th year.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 120 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats to watch the playoff games and to watch all the basketball. It's so easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with my buddy Jay Morgan. We're having a little bit of phone issues right now because we're supposed to be on the phone with Evie Van Pelt, but our telephone is a little bit banged up for some reason. It's been a rough week for last 2 weeks for people in Memphis. We've had power issues. People have been losing power. I lost my power. It's so annoying. And now the telephone ain't working. Man, it's 2023. How the TV not working? This is ridiculous. But anyway, we're going to get things fixed. I know Jay Morgan can do it. I trust him. Do want to remind you, though, we have an excellent Hardwood that we're going to break down today. I don't know if you've heard about this amazing story. I find it very fascinating. Secrets. I can't talk. Oh, that hurts. I know y'all can't. I hope y'all couldn't hear that on the radio. That hurt my ears. They are bleeding. But, hey, at least I'm not as bad as what's going on at the White House right now. Did you hear the Secret Service? The Secret Service confirmed that cocaine was found at the White House. It was an area where visitors were in. Now, I got the odds on who we think it is. BetAG Live, they put out the odds for this. And, again, blow was found at the White House. Some of the people that have been to the White House, well, we all know Hunter Biden's been there. I can guarantee you one thing. His odds, not very good. If you bet on him, you're not going to make a whole lot of money. But Travis Kelce's been there. You've got Snoop Dogg. Who else has been there? Oh, one of the Jonas Brothers was there. So we got all kinds of bets that we're going to make and figure out and just kind of play with. Patrick Mahomes was there. He's plus 2,500. I just don't see Pat Mahomes bringing the yay. I think that would be wasted money. People who are like the largest, Andy Reid's plus 10,000. We're going to go over the odds of who brought the white powder to the White House. But hopefully we're going to talk a little bit about, Ole Miss. But today we do have some day baseball games. In fact, in 1 minute, the Reds and the Nationals are playing. Washington's minus 35. It's Gore and it's Williamson. McKenzie is pitching for Washington. I can't help it. I got to take the Reds. And also at 12:10, the Athletics and the Tigers. We're going over the 9. It's hard to go over with the Athletics and the Tigers. But if you look at who's on the bump, Harris and Lorenzen, it is a tough, tough sell. The good news, though, when talking about the Athletics is Brent Rooker, who went to ECS, was born here in Germantown. He's hitting .240, has 14 bombs, 42 RBIs. His OPS is .803. He is now an all-star. Of course, again, he went to ECS and Mississippi State. Now, at 110, we have the Cubs. Stroman's on the bump. Right now, the series is 2-1 Cubs. They are in Milwaukee. Can the Cubs win this series 3-1? Freddie Peralta's pitching for Milwaukee has not been having a very good season. Marcus Stroman, on the other hand, has looked very, very good with the Cubs. Cubs are even money. It's straight up. Milwaukee minus 120. Cubs even money. I have to take Stro in the even money. It might be a sucker's bet. Who knows? But I got to jump on that bump. Also love the Blue Jays and the White Sox over today. You have Jose Barrios and Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn, former Ole Miss Rebel, he's going to toe the rubber. His ERA this year is 6.47. Did he have a couple starts this year where he was awesome? Yes. He had a game where he had 16 strikeouts. Problem is, the majority of the game, he is getting hit and hit hard. His barrel rate is ridiculous. His opponent's batting average is also way too high. A game that I'm really interested in is the Phillies and the Rays. The Phillies are pulling out the brooms. They're going for a sweep over the Rays. The Rays have a bullpen game. Not sure if they're going to be playing everybody. This thing goes at 5:40. So, I'm just telling you, Phillies are hot. Phillies were hot at the end of last season. Phillies are finding their stride right now. I think they take care of business.
Hey, John.
And nobody in the world would ever bet on the Cardinals because the Cardinals have turned into the laughingstock in baseball.
My best bet today is Marlins first 5 minus half a run. You're getting a plus money.
Nuh-uh.
Plus 106. Sure did this morning on Barstool, I believe.
You didn't even tell me that we were betting that game.
Yeah, it's my best bet of the day.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. I think that's one of my favorite bets because I don't know.
Yuri Perez shoves. He had one bad start on the road against Atlanta. You throw that one out. He had a sub-1 ERA in the month of June. He's going to absolutely demolish the Cardinals today against Jack Flaherty, who's all over the place. Also, by the way, phones are down.
Phones are down.
Yeah, phones are down. You can't call us. We can't call you.
First, I love you, Evie. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Make sure you text her a little note and say.
Text her something sweet. Tell her that I'm very, very sorry.
I'm telling you.
I don't know if you know this. I'm kind of talking on the radio.
No, not right now. But maybe.
At a later date.
We just, how about next break? Even.
I don't know, man. I might have to wait till after the show. The breaks, I like to talk.
You sure do. And make songs up and stuff like that.
I'm good at it. I actually should probably be a songwriter. I shouldn't sing them, but I'm great at writing them.
What a guy.
They're almost like Weird Al Yankovic songs, aren't they?
I love Weird Al.
I saw a weird one with him not too long ago. But back to baseball. Your best bet, again, we're betting against this Cardinals team because they're absolutely horrible. They've lost 3 in a row.
Well, it's more about how good Yuri is for me. But, yes, the Cardinals are bad, correct.
Your Miami team is pretty damn good. By the way, the Marlins, though, they've won 3 straight. It doesn't seem like you're scared to back them to go and get that 4 games
in a row. But the Cardinals aren't good. You know what I mean? We're not doing that against a bet. Like, we're not betting on the Cubs to beat the Brewers or betting on whatever the other one was.
I see one good team versus a bad team,
right.
While, the Brewers and the Cubs are both very, very average teams.
And the Cubs are borderline bad.
I mean, heck, yeah, they've been bad, especially of late. I think if you go back in the last 15 games, I don't think they've won 5 of them.
Yeah.
And they've won, 2 straight? So, yeah, 3-game win streak for the Cubs would be impressive. Now, man, you keep scaring me off that damn Stroman play.
I'm telling you. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't win because then you'll be cursing my name. But I just think it's scary regardless.
I would never curse your name.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, that's a lie. Have I ever cursed you yet? Have I cursed
think
you?
So. I'm sure, but I don't think. Not that I can recall.
Because I'm that nice.
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
I am that nice. It's probably because of the Tito's. Man, it's crafted and distilled right here in the United States down in Austin, Texas. I love me some Tito's. I'm sure you will too. And again, you can get a big handle. $33.99. That's the big bad boy. And Tito's is the #1 vodka on planet Earth. I'm telling you, every year it's 3 straight years. And from now on to the foreseeable future, they will always win the best vodka tonic. This 3 years winning. They're going to win next year and the year after that. Foreseeable future, this thing's going long. It's going strong. And it's 100% gluten-free, so it's actually it's good for you. It's healthy. If you want a spirit that is delicious, slightly sweet with the black pepper note balancing everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat, well, you need to get on your Tito's. Tito's. Now, I told you I love the Phillies. You love the Marlins. Is there any other game that we haven't touched? Because we have the Rangers and the Red Sox. I thought was a little interesting matchup. I don't know about this, but like for you, I feel like that total is actually a little bit too high.
I love a Nerfy in that one.
No runs in the first inning?
Even money.
Man, with Crawford and Evaldi?
Even money?
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, and Cutter Crawford is only allowed to run in the first inning in one of his last 6 outings. And then you have Nathan Evaldi on the mound for the Rangers, who doesn't allow many runs in any inning, let alone the first one.
Oh, my goodness, dude. There's so many nice people on Twitter saying tune in to Evie Van Pelt, like Leanne Herring, and all these people. And we can't get to her because you broke the phones, Jay.
Why does it have to be, like, placed blame? Like, I broke the phones.
Okay, you know what?
Or, like, generally, like, if there's any mistake, like, or something like that, it's like, well, you didn't tell me. You know what I mean? I give it the phones are down. I didn't do it. You didn't do it. You know, it's just faulty wiring, I suppose.
I don't think it's faulty wiring. I think it's the phone company. You
Could
know what
be
phone
that.
company we got?
Comrex.
No. That's it's not the phone company. That's the equipment.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I was just going to give them a little shout out. You know, like, hey, get over here and fix our phone.
Text Steven.
I'll do that.
Steven's the engineer.
I'll actually
everybody.
do that
he's,
for the break.
He's the engineer that fixes literally everything.
Yep.
Everything, every problem we have, we call Steven.
Now,
he's the man.
You know, yesterday we were celebrating National Bikini Day. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I thought we were making bets, but yeah.
We're about to make bets, but I just thought of something because I like fried chicken. But after National Bikini Day, do you think it's good to have National Fried Chicken Day?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're celebrating the bikini body, fried chicken is not necessarily going to give you that great bikini body, is it?
Yeah, but you've already worn the bikini. Now you can eat fried chicken.
But we still got a lot of summer left, man. What about people going to the lake, going to the pool, chilling with the Tito's?
Diet starts tomorrow.
Well, today, go eat some fried chicken. It's National Fried Chicken Day. Now, back to some of our bets. What is, again, your favorite bet outside of the Marlins first 5 -1/2?
Well, I didn't rank them, but that's my favorite bet. I like the Nerfy because of the odds in Rangers Red Sox as much as anyone could like a Nerfy bet, I suppose. What's my second favorite bet? I don't know. I don't have an answer at this time.
I like the Arizona Diamondbacks today.
I have them -0.5 a run in the first 5, but I wrote 3 question marks next to it because I'm terrified to bet against the Mets for some reason.
Why are you terrified? I mean, Carlos Carrasco's on the bump today, and he's been bad.
Yeah, but Ryan Nelson stinks too.
Well, he's
man.
bad too, but which lineup do you trust now more?
Ryan Nelson stinks, and he shoved his last outing, which makes me really scared that he's going to be bad this game. But I also have the D-backs first 5 -0.5 plus 100 even odds.
Man, that's a tough one. Now Arizona is just good.
They are indeed. That's kind of why I bet on the Reds earlier today because I just think the Reds are just good. Reds on the money line.
The Reds are just good. Reds on the money line. All right. What do you think about that?
That game's already started, Joe.
What about the Royals and the Guardians? Because I can't believe this. You know,
I have a Nerfy in that one too.
Do you know how bad I talked about the Guardians yesterday?
They're good, man.
They're not good. Did you see what they gave me 8-1 yesterday?
By the Royals?
No. Didn't the Guardians lose yesterday?
To the Braves?
To the Braves, yeah, 8-1.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, because that was my favorite bet of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But the Guardians aren't playing the deadgum. They're not playing the Braves. They're playing the Royals. And the Royals are 12-31 on the road. Cleveland -1.5 is a hard bet to take. But Jordan Lyles is pitching for Kansas City. And this guy, my goodness, have you seen his numbers this year?
Yeah, he's not very good, John.
He's 1-11 with a 6.68 ERA. I don't know how you can't jump on the Guardians here minus the 1.5. And plus, I think you got BB's pitching. I mean, Tanner BB.
I think it was heavily taxed, wasn't it? It's like minus 15 or something like that.
It's minus 20 for minus 1.5.
Oh, gee, yeah, man, that's heavily taxed.
Yeah, but you're playing a Royals team that literally can't hit. They can't pitch. They can't play baseball. It is in Cleveland, a Progressive Field. Man, I'm telling you, Guardians. They're grateful that they're not playing the Braves. I think they go ham today.
I just took a Nerfy.
You just took no runs first inning?
No runs first inning.
So you're thinking Lyles. that with Lyles on the bump, you have – can I tell you something?
Give me 3 outs,
You got
brother.
some brass ones, son.
Give me 3 outs, brother. And then I trust Bibby to get me 3 outs.
Man, he ain't Mike Bibby.
No, he's not. He's Tyler Bibby, Trevor Bibby, something like that.
BB.
Tanner Bibby. It's neither. Tanner Bibby.
I know. I was saying Bibby, but BB.
No, Bryant corrected me. I said Tyler or Trevor, but it's
Tanner.
It's Tanner Bibby, yeah.
Tanner. Oh, that's good.
I think his name's Tanner.
Well, we got that covered then.
I think Bibby's first name, I think it's Tanner.
Perfect.
Tanner Bibby.
Keep going. You know, if we had a Nerfy in the deadgum Reds-Washington game, we would have already won it.
I have a Yerfy in that one.
Oh, but then in the Reds Nationals, you lost that one.
I sure did.
3 more outs, and we're at least going to get the Nerfy and the Athletics Tigers.
How about that? I don't have that one.
Oh, you don't have that.
I have the Tigers first 5 minus a half a run.
That is absolutely horrible. Now, we've been talking tons of
baseball. And I'm watching
baseball.
tennis here, too.
By the way,
I wish this was a visual medium rather than an audio medium, because there's tons of live sports on today at 12:15 in the afternoon. I suppose it's afternoon, and the great people listening to us, they don't get to see all the great things that we get to see, and it sure would be nice if they could, so we could talk about them in real time.
Well, I hate to say it, you didn't turn on my TV today.
No, again, same thing we just said. Like, I get blamed for this stuff. The cable is out.
Oh, the cable's out too. Okay,
nothing
we
to
have
do
no
with
cable
me.
and no phone.
Correct.
It's amazing we're still on air.
I don't think we are, John. No one's. It's just me and you talking right now. We're just you. Bryant's our only audience member. We're not even on AM radio right now.
Audience. Wow.
That is not true.
No, you're right. It's not true.
Okay,
People can
good.
hear us. Hi, audience.
Thank you. Are you ready for some summer league action?
No, whatever. Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year? Question mark.
We got games tonight. We got the Grizzlies
No,
and the
but
Jazz.
you didn't answer my question though.
Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
He played last year.
No, he didn't.
He was injured.
Yeah, so he's a rookie this year.
I mean,
Rookie of the Year?
Is he a redshirt rookie then?
Yeah, it's just how the voting works. He's a rookie this year.
The
Is he
voting
a Rookie
actually
of the Year?
No.
Oh.
Not Chet. Are you a big Chet guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's a year older than everybody. He's put on weight. I feel like he's further along than pretty much all of his peers. So I feel like he's a pretty safe bet.
What was he taking last year?
I don't know. What was he taking last year? Second.
He was the second? After Banchero?
Yeah, that's right.
Man, I mean, you know that Victor Wembanyama guy's kind of, big. He's a big deal.
Yeah, I just don't think he is going to be
3. I'm sorry, no 2.
He's the second pick. I just don't think he's going to show whatever he's going to show at some point this year, quite honestly. But, I've been wrong before. I think Scoot has a better chance to win Rookie of the Year than he does.
Scoot Henderson?
Uh-huh.
You are even, is he, like, is Portland, like, what is Portland doing? Like, I don't
know.
What are they I don't understand what Portland's actually doing. Like, what are they trying to get for Dame?
I don't know, but he has a certain amount of control, I suppose, as to where he can go, I guess, just because the team is respectful to the player. I don't really understand it at all, John, quite honestly.
Tell you one thing, you know what they need? They need a lot of draft picks, and they need to go young, and they need to build for the future because they
need to get a third team involved that's just going to say yes to anything because they just say yes to everything. You know what I mean?
And by the way, everybody's saying Dame Lillard, the greatest trailblazer of all time. Do they not remember Bill Walton?
Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Clyde the Glide Drexler, yeah. I mean, do they not remember those players at all?
I don't know.
Do you think Dame Time is the best player that's ever put on a Blazers uniform? I don't think so. I mean,
Bill
Bill
Walton
Walton won an MVP.
Though, right?
Bill Walton won an MVP, a Finals MVP, and a championship.
I bet you can make an argument for Dame, though. Like, if you went through and looked at all the numbers. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but I bet if somebody did, they could go through and look at all the numbers. I bet there's an argument to be made for him.
Bill Walton was basically Jokic back then. Like, the numbers.
He was. If you watch the video, too, he throws some passes like you wouldn't believe.
Man, he could pass.
He sure could.
He had that. He believed in getting the ball to the person that's open, and bam. I liked Bill Walton. I love that show. What was that show we were watching? Luckiest Man in the World.
Luckiest Man in the World. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Hey, I like listening to him do his show. By the way, to have such a speech impediment and be able to do games,
I'm the luckiest man
pretty
in
good,
the
huh?
world.
I like the fact that he rode his bike and listened to the Dead all the time.
He does love the Dead.
He definitely does. The whole show has nothing but them talking. Like all the music in the background during the whole time. It's the Dead. We should have some Dead backup music here.
I would love to, John. I would love to be able to. Can you get that going for me? Can you get all your rejoins to be dry so I can play music underneath them? COB.
I actually have them already dry.
COB. I don't know if you do.
I do. Zeke keeps them all before he puts the beds underneath.
COB.
What does that mean?
Close the business.
At the close of business today?
Yeah, can we get that done?
Yeah, I can do that.
COB.
I can do that, man.
Good deal.
I got you covered.
We got all the sports on. We're watching Fritzy. I'm calling him Fritzy like Bryant does. We were watching Fritz, the American tennis player, up 2-1. Watching the John Deere Classic. John, I know you got a lot of action on that.
Okay,
Detroit and the A's in the bottom of the first with the runner on first for Detroit. And the Reds and the Nationals were already in the top of the second, runner on second. We are rolling.
Okay, did you just say there's a runner on in the Detroit game?
In both games, Detroit and the Nationals game.
Well, I have a Nerfy in the Athletics and the Tigers game. Is there any outs?
No, there's one out, yeah. And now there's a pop fly to right field. It's deep, going back to the track, to the wall. Oh, off the wall. It hits the bottom of the wall. He's rounding third. He's going home. They're throwing him at home. He's safe. He made it. That's a run, John.
That was the most deflating.
Oh, he stopped at third. I was wrong. He stopped at third. He went back.
Oh, gosh. Don't do that to me.
I actually thought he scored. I mean, that's a miracle he didn't score. That's crazy he didn't score on that.
That is crazy.
I don't know what he's waiting for. I think he thought the ball was caught, so he started running back. I don't know what's going on. How did he not score?
Well, at least I'm still alive, barely. I'm alive.
Oh.
I'm alive, barely.
You are. Second and third, one out.
Man, oh, Lord, I need a strikeout right now. And the problem is Harris is pitching, isn't he?
Sure is.
Damn. He don't strike many people out. Oh, well, that doesn't look good for me. But you know what does look good? Me and Frontier Western Store.
You never expect much out of pitcher number 63, do you?
No, you don't. No, you
Sorry,
don't.
I interrupted. Tell us about Frontier Western
But
Store.
looking good and feeling good is important at Frontier Western Store. And again, they got your whole family covered from head to toe, all your friends. The prices are unbelievable. You can go right now to Frontier Western Store and check out all the items. They ship their order out within 24 hours. Bing, bang, boom. It gets to your crib. Frontier Western Store. And don't forget FrontierWesternStore.com. We're going to take a little bit of an early break because on the other side, we're coming back to have fun. We got so many hardwood stories. Britney Spears is getting slapped by people. And the White House. They found cocaine at the White House. The Secret Service, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Secret Service, they did a test. And they said that the white stuff came back and it was it wasn't like pure, but it was just cocaine. It wasn't even cut with no fentanyl or anything. So we weren't going to OD on the fentanyl. But we got a little bit of thing from BetAG. Whose coke do you think it is? I have the odds on the other side, plus Britney Spears getting smacked. Grizzlies got a Summer League game tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Okay, it's July in Memphis, which means it's hot. Every day seems hotter than the one before, and even after the sun goes down, it's still hot. What to do? Make your way downtown to Bell Tavern. It's the perfect little oasis in the July heat. Not too bright, not too loud, and always nice and cool. This time of year, it's hard to beat an ice-cold beer, and Bell Tavern has those to spare. Add in the best bar food anywhere, the friendly staff, the great atmosphere, and for a minute in Bell Tavern, just for a minute, you might forget that eventually you're going to climb into a car that's hotter than an Easy-Bake Oven.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday and July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Nothing says summer like an ice-cold Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Look for Twisted Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Make your next grill your last with the Big Green Egg. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Save money on eating out, fuel costs, and replacing expensive grills that cannot stand up to the Big Green Egg. Ready to cook in only 10 to 15 minutes with cook temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between with ease. Change your at-home cooking experience for life. Go to shop.biggreenegg.com.
Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch has an offer you can't refuse. They will pay you to do business with them if you want luxury. And I'm talking the Genesis G70 car. If you would love to have that kind of new technology, they will give you a $1,000 rebate when you finance with Genesis Motor Finance. In other words, they'll pay you $1,000 to do business with them, and you get brand new luxury. You can't beat it. That's Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis, right at the corner of Craft Road and Highway 78 in Olive Branch. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch, where customer retention is amazing. There's a reason. They take care of you with a team that's been together for a long time. Whether it's finance or whether it's service, you can't beat them. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 120 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats to watch the playoff games and to watch all the basketball. It's so easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Don't you mess around with me, you're a heartbreaker.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's hanging out with me, and we are about to get to a little Hardwood because it feels so dead gum good. But I got to remind you, man, before we get to Hardwood, we always talk about something that's yummy to your tummy. And I'm talking about some Central Barbecue. I love me some Central Barbecue because smoke is their sauce. Their pulled pork, their barbecue nachos. You can get chicken or pork. Their sausage cheese plate is straight fire. And they have 5 locations downtown: Central, Summer, Poplar, and the new one. Oh, yeah, it's over in South Haven, Mississippi. It's over at Silo Square. Head on over there. You know it's Central Barbecue. Same good barbecue, same good taste. Now North Mississippi gets a little bit of that Central. You can also go to eatcbq.com to ship that barbecue anywhere in the world. When you're thinking Q, you better be thinking Central Barbecue. Let's go to Hardwood.
You're going to have to give me a minute. I realized just after you started reading that, like just a second ago, oh, he's about to throw it to Hardwood, and I don't have any of the music up and running yet.
Well, today I'm not going to blame you because we have behind the scenes.
Because you've already done it a couple times.
I've already done it a couple times, and again. But you know what? Remember, you called me your work wife, and what else does a woman do but complain to her husband?
Well, all right. Well, that I don't have a comment about that one, I don't think.
This is SS Hardwood.
But that was a joke.
I get it.
That was a funny one, though, I think. Man, I bet there's a bunch of husbands driving down the street who were giggling.
I heard Gary Shandling once told the joke to the Dalai Lama that you couldn't have the monks couldn't exist in America because their wives would just be nagging them the whole time to say, "What are you doing?" "I'm meditating." "Well, why don't you meditate while you take out the garbage?"
That's not a bad one.
Not terrible.
Not terrible, not terrible. But this is terrible. The White House. Like somebody took a bag of cocaine in the White House, okay? Number one, that's one thing if you're going to take a little white into the White House, okay? That's your prerogative. I just wouldn't be taking yayo into the White House. You know what I'm saying?
It's my prerogative.
That's another song, isn't it?
It is.
It's my prerogative. But the Secret Service, they have come out and said, yes, the cocaine was found in a visitor's area, like an area where a lot of people come through. And the people that come through, well, I got their names and I got their odds. But the Secret Service also confirmed that it was straight cocaine. It didn't have fentanyl in it. And it was some pretty high-grade stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
this
wasn't
like
somebody of high power.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to say, this is a person who's got good yay contacts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's straight up getting it from Tony Montana. It ain't getting stepped on by a bunch of underlings.
Wait, John, are you telling me that people that work in politics might have a propensity to take uppers? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, have you ever watched 24? They never go to sleep.
That's right.
Like
they literally do not.
Like every episode.
Every season is 24 hours.
And the president is the Allstate guy. You know, like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Or is that Allstate? No, what is Allstate?
You're in good
hands. You know, but he's the Allstate guy's the president.
I sure do know that.
And you know, him and his brother, who was like his Secretary of State, they don't go to sleep ever.
No, never.
So, I mean, maybe it's his bag from back when he was in the White House.
Maybe so. It's been sitting there for a while.
Man, but they did find it. And are you ready to hear this? Do you know who BetAG is? Bet Online AG.
Who is it?
It's a gambling service, homie.
Oh, but you said it was a person.
No. I mean, like somebody owns it, but they put out this, and I think you can go to also at Twitter. It's hilarious at BetOnline_AG. Who owns the cocaine found at the White House? Are you ready for the odds?
Yes.
The worst odds on there. Who do you think are the worst odds?
I don't know.
It's only at plus 200. They're obviously Hunter Biden's. See, I think that his odds should be a little bit higher because in all the videos I've seen, he's smoking crack. Not necessarily doing some fine powder, you know?
Smoking crack.
That's what he's doing. He's rocking it up. And I don't think he's going to be rocking it up. I think he's going to buy it already rocked up. He's plus 200. I don't think that's a good bet. But Travis Kelce, who I watched play in the match, pound beers, was a little bit jacked up talking to Draymond Green. You can get him plus 800. I like Travis Kelce plus 800. Angelina Jolie was at the White House. Her odds are plus 1,200. Again, I think that's a bad bet. Don't they say Angelina Jolie, only thing she does is like to do adrenochrome.
She drinks her spouse's blood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's all into the blood. Billy Bob Thornton, they used to have blood necklaces.
That's correct.
So I don't think she's doing yay. Do you?
No.
It's a bad bet. Again, we like Travis Kelce. Hunter Biden plus 200 is not worth a lot of money. And again, I think if it was crack, I would definitely say Hunter. But since it's cocaine, I'm going with, how about any member of the LSU Lady Tigers, staff or player, plus 1,400. You know they like to party in Baton Rouge. And I don't know if you know this, but that Angel Reese girl looks a little jacked up. And did you see her in that video? She's doing a little shake. She's doing a little move. She looks like she could have little jitters. I think plus 1,400 for the any member of the LSU Lady Tigers or staff is a very good wager. Snoop
That's the
Dogg.
one you're going with?
No, I'm going with Travis Kelce, and I'm also going so far with, I'm telling you the good bets to place. We can't bet on everybody. But if you're going to sprinkle a little magic, Travis Kelce plus 800 is a good one. Again, any member of the LSU Lady Tigers basketball team. Snoop Dogg plus 1,600. There's a lot of people out there who are thinking, yeah, man, D-O-double-G. We got to get Snoop Dogg. You know he loves smoking the lettuce. Yeah, he likes smoking the lettuce. He likes being mellow. Could you imagine? Snoop Dogg is not an uppers kind of guy. I don't ever see him sitting around tooting a bunch of yay. So I think that would be a waste of money. Bad bet. Now, Elton John plus 2,000. I could see Elton John get down on some yay. Him, and I bet you there's been times where he's got a pile on his piano. He's playing his piano and he's sticking his face in it and then doing some who knows what. But I think Elton John plus 2,000 is a pretty good bet. What do you think? I've been walking myself through it. Have you thought about some of the Elton John songs? They don't really... I don't know, man. Maybe that's a bad. I feel like I'm talking myself out of it.
Yeah, but he was big in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, he was. There was a lot more yay back then. And it was really high quality blow. So it could be Elton John. He's going to have high quality blow. I think Matthew McConaughey plus 2,500 is not really going to work. Anybody who talks as slow as he does is not speeding, you know?
That's true. That's true.
What is it he likes to say? Give it to me. Give me your Matthew McConaughey.
Brian's doing one, all right.
What is it? I can't remember what it is. All right. Yeah, anybody who's like, all right.
Taking money from Lincoln.
You know what I like about high school? I get older, but the girls stay the same age.
That's what he
says. That is not me. That is from him in a movie. And what was the movie called? Can you remember it? I can't either.
Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No, it wasn't Fast Times, but that's kind of like a movie like it. It was something.
I can't remember the name. Dazed and Confused.
Good job, bro. You majored in film. You should have gotten this.
Oh, Brian says he said. I didn't hear him say it. I'm sorry. But I'll give him credit because he's in here whining, you know.
All right. What about
complaining?
What do you think about Selena Gomez? She's plus 2,500. I'm sorry. She's got the same odds as Patrick Mahomes. I disagree. Don't bet on Patrick Mahomes, a two-time Super Bowl champ, two-time MVP. He ain't doing a lot of yayo. The only superstar in the league who was doing a whole lot of yay winning titles, that was Mike Irvin. He was the playmaker. But I don't see him on here, so I don't think so. I love Selena Gomez plus 2,500. What little shows was Selena in?
Selena's not doing yay.
Why not? She's a Hollywood star.
It's kind of like Snoop doing.
Wasn't she on Disney?
She was.
Do you remember the other girl, Amanda Bynes, who was on Disney?
She wasn't on Disney. She was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, potato. Nickelodeon.
So just because Amanda Bynes, had some trouble in her past, that means Selena Gomez is
I'm just saying
candidate.
It's possible. I'm just saying it's possible.
I guess anything is possible.
I'm just saying it's Hollywood, man. They get a little crazy out there.
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely don't think it's Tom Brady's at plus 5,000. I think that would be a waste of money. What about Paris Hilton? That's hot. She's plus 3,300.
Could be Paris.
She's always bringing around everywhere she goes a little tiny purse. That little tiny purse could
have cocaine in it.
It could.
I feel like she carries a dog too, and she used to hang out with Sophia Richie, and Sophia Richie likes drugs.
Oh yeah.
Sophia Richie's hilarious too, by the way.
So is her name Sophia?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Lionel Richie is bad at the boat. By the way,
that's her daughter.
That's
his daughter.
Is it? Are you sure, Sophia? I think it's Nicole.
You're right.
Damn, I'm good at this stuff.
Sophia Richie is also his daughter, though, but that's her sister.
But the one who does a lot of yay is Nicole.
Nicole Richie. But she doesn't anymore, but she used to.
Well, Jill Biden
but
is plus 10,000.
She used to be on that show with Paris Hilton, The Simple Life.
That's
and then
right.
she would always make jokes at people, and she was funny, man. She made the show. She was way more entertaining than Paris was. Paris wasn't that entertaining. She was just the one that had all the clout. But then Nicole Richie, she was the personality. She made the show.
Do you think Paris Hilton's still friends with Kim Kardashian? Because isn't that how Kim Kardashian...
Kim Kardashian was her assistant.
Oh.
And apparently she used to treat Kim terribly. But now they're quote-unquote friends, you know.
They're frenemies, man. I don't think they're friends. Do you
Well,
think
they don't hang out a lot.
Do you think Paris is the one who introduced her to Ray J? Or was that, you think, Kris Jenner, that is?
Probably Paris. I don't know.
I think it was Kris. I think it was all manufactured.
You ever watch The Simple Life?
No. I mean, I know what it is.
It's a great show. They make Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie do like regular life things with regular people, and hilarity ensues. Well, Paris can't do anything, and Nicole Richie just cracks jokes at how simple the people are. It's very funny.
Well,
I like it.
I like it too. Now, I've thrown out who are you sprinkling some money on. I've given you the odds. I told you, Hunter Biden plus 200 doesn't really work. It's not crack. Travis Kelce.
It's none of those people.
It's none of them?
It's no.
Who do you think's Coke?
It's either a politician or like an intern or something.
House?
No, but it's like a politician or like an intern or something. It's not like someone of note like that.
Oh, you just think it's like some dude?
It's somebody that works there regularly.
They're just bringing their yay to work?
Yes.
Like bring your yay to work day?
Well, it's like taking any upper to work like that. I mean, not that I do that because I don't. But
no, because it sounds like you're going to fall asleep in the microphone right now, Sleepy.
Yeah. No, I could do that. Honestly.
You look very tired.
Yeah, I'm just watching some sports every game.
Well, also speaking of, I'm off the White House has a lot of cocaine because you're probably right. All these are losing bets, huh?
Yeah.
So don't bet on anything?
Correct.
I just wonder if we're ever going to find out whose it is. I doubt
don't think we are.
Do you think anybody's going to come out and be like, yo, dude, can I get my bag of blowback? That's mine.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think they'd get in lots of trouble.
I think that would probably be bad. Now, do you know what else is bad?
What?
Slapping a woman in the face.
Oh, yeah. This is the story I've been waiting for.
Bro, did you see, Victor Wembanyama? Wemby, I know you're a stud and everything, and I know people like you, but you need to, talk to your personal security officers.
Tell
you know
him
what
to
I'm
check
saying?
himself.
Hey, security officer, check yourself. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, and maybe she's not cute anymore, and I know she looks probably crazy, and she might have been a little disheveled, but Britney Spears is kind of big. You know, she had a residence out there in Vegas. She did her little show out there all the time. She's pretty rich. She's pretty crazy. She's pretty damn famous. Well, Victor Wembanyama is sitting in a restaurant. Britney Spears and her husband walk in, and Britney sees Victor, and she's, shockingly, a really big fan. And she wanted to go over there and get a picture. So when she walked over to Victor and she tapped him on the back, the security guard backhanded her, knocked her glasses off her face, and her to the ground. Dude. I mean, come on, man. You ain't that big a deal, bro. And you're so, you're knocking little girls over? How big's Britney? 5'2"?
I heard it was a different story. I heard it happened differently.
All right, how did you hear it? Because I watched TMZ.
I heard she was singing Hit Me Baby One More Time.
I wasn't expecting that, bro. That was really good.
Thank you.
That was damn funny.
That's one of her hit songs.
That's one of her hit songs. Now, Victor, being the nice guy he is. Oh, by the way, you know what happened when Britney got smacked?
She fell down.
She fell to the floor. Her glasses came off. She just
her
picked
glasses,
her glasses.
4 eyes.
She put her glasses back on. Well, they were actually shades. They weren't reading specs.
Still 4 eyes.
So she puts her specs back on, and then she just walks to her table and sits down. She doesn't even make a big scene.
Wow.
When Victor noticed it was Britney Spears, he went over and apologized for a security guard, and she kind of accepted it. But then she filed a police report, but then the police came back and said that because the security guard was protecting Victor, that there's actually not a crime because it wasn't assault. He wasn't assaulting Britney. He was, quote, from the police, they say protecting Victor.
He was salting her?
They're not, there's
putting
no
salt on her, throwing salt in their game?
Assault.
Throwing salt in their game?
No, assault. Like, I might come over there and Dacus smack him upside the head.
That's assault, brother.
That is assault, brother. Is that Hulk Hogan?
I know. It's from something. I don't remember what it's from, though.
The
Tigers are winning, John, 2-0 in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, that's not a great thing.
And you know when they scored those 2 runs, John?
First inning, man.
The first inning.
I lost. Do you have any stories today? Because if you don't, I got one about Lamar Odom. Do you know he has a rehab facility now?
No. Tell me about it.
So Lamar Odom, he's opening up a bunch of rehabs because remember he almost died and OD'd on cocaine and Viagra in a brothel and had to be resuscitated. Well, he's opened up some rehab centers. One of the famous people was that Bam guy. You know, he went through there.
Bam.
Well, his second celebrity is coming through. Do you know who Honey Boo Boo is?
I do.
How do you know who Honey Boo Boo is?
How do you not know who Honey Boo Boo is?
I mean, I only know her as a meme. Was she on a TV show?
What about her mom, Mama June?
Mama June? I don't know Mama June, but this is Sugar Bear. Mike Sugar Bear Thomas. That's her dad, Thompson or something. He's going to rehab with Lamar Odom. You know he was so drunk he missed her high school graduation.
Poor Honey Boo Boo.
And it's not just alcohol. It's not even really alcohol. He's addicted to prescription pills. So.
What kinds?
You know, it doesn't say. I would say probably opiates.
Here comes Honey Boo Boo.
I mean, like you think, like if you're on, it's like what else are you going to abuse? That's prescription. You ain't abusing penicillin.
Honey Boo Boo was on the 6th season of Masked Singer with her mom, Mama June. And Mama June also had her own reality show a couple years ago called Mama June From Hot to Not.
Oh,
no, From Not to Hot. Because she used to be very overweight and she had like a bunch of liposuction and lost a bunch of weight.
So Honey Boo Boo's not big anymore? Or is not?
No, that's Mama June, John.
All right. I got to get that right. My bad.
Honey Boo Boo was a child.
Well, you know who's not a child?
Bob Simpson.
Bryce James. That's LeBron's youngest kid. He's a full-grown man. But do you want to know something crazy? My man's at the Nike's Peach Jam. Do you know who's coaching his team?
Who?
LeBron James and Rajon Rondo are the coaches of his little all-star team, the 16-year-old
Wow, so do you think
team.
they're just whining about foul calls?
Dude, let me tell you something. You know that LeBron is over there complaining about every single call.
For sure.
Rajon Rondo's going to be yelling at somebody. But, I mean, Strive for Greatness is the team that he plays for, SVG, and they're coached by LeBron and Rajon Rondo. Damn, man, that's kind of like, if you're a kid playing against that team, are you going to be able to focus? Or are you going to be like, damn, man, LeBron James is chilling over there?
I don't know.
That's Rondo.
That's Rondo.
That's Rondo, man. Look at LeBron. You think any of the kids are going to take any shots out of him when one kid
quit whining?
Stop acting like LeBron James.
Classic.
That's great. That's great. Well, I guess we're going to take a quick time out. On the other side, we're going to close things out on a Thirsty Thursday. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
At Lowe's, we're always bringing pros more ways to save. Right now, get up to 40% off select bathroom faucets and vanities. Plus, buy Southwire Romex Simple 12-gauge indoor wire at our everyday low price of $109. Head to your local Lowe's or visit us at Lowe's.com for more deals you can't beat. Because Lowe's knows savings, Lowe's knows pros. Valid 7/6 through 7/12 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. U.S. only.
Yes, some of my ads are pretty corny. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors, also known as Shell Dunn. I recently had a listener tell me he didn't like my ads. I thanked him for his opinion and sent him an analysis package of the value of his home, which probably shocked him. I believe in good service, which today is often rare. And in selling homes for so many years, I have found that I do sometimes shock people more often with my bottom line honesty. So if you're thinking of selling your home, which is often someone's biggest investment, talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure that I am one of them. Find out why people often say that when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn at 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. And if you don't like my ads, change the station. Oh, no, don't do that. Keep it right here and send me a note to complain at memphisrelocate.com or call me at 483-0546 and ask for Mr. Three Putt. Thank you for listening and go Tigers.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's with me. Tonight we got a little Grizzlies action, a little Grizzlies Summer League if you're into that sort of thing. They're playing the Utah Jazz. And before the Summer League action, before the Grizzlies, it's 8 o'clock against the Jazz. Out in Utah, they have the Thunder and the 76ers playing at 6 o'clock. So if you're an NBA Summer League guy, you got a little bit of fill. And if Jay, is there any reason like in the world that you'll be watching Summer League?
Yeah, I mean, I could watch it, I guess, but probably not.
Probably not. Not wanting to see what Snack Lofton's going to do. Put up a little double action.
Not at this particular juncture, no.
What about Chet?
No, Chet's balling. Swish, I'm balling.
Swish, I'm
so
balling.
Awesome.
All right,
that's a song.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Wemby, are you going to watch him when he's playing?
I'll maybe check it out. Yeah.
Not really. Okay, I got you. So we have some baseball games going on that we've been betting on. But before I get over to the baseball games, tell you the scores and some of our final bets, I did have to say there was 2 birthdays that I thought of note.
Shohei Ohtani turned 29 yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Did he turn 29?
Turned 29.
Yeah, Acuna is nice and younger than him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Man, that's a tough call, though, Acuna or Shohei.
I didn't realize Shohei had such a career in Japan beforehand. Like, I knew he was playing in Japan, but I thought he was just a kid, like the way Luka was playing pro. But he was an adult. He was like 24 years old when he came over. 25 years old.
Yep.
He was still young, man. But like he had already been playing pro for a while.
Yep, he's a full-grown man.
Oh,
Shohei.
Detroit just scored again. How about that?
Tigers are absolutely destroying the A's.
3-0.
They're a good baseball team, I guess. Let's go Detroit. But today is Chris Jones' birthday. Chris Jones is 29, just like Shohei. And you know Warren Sharp, he put out some stuff talking about
love Warren Sharp.
You know, through 107 regular season games, these are the best all-time defensive tackles, the sack leaders through 107 regular season games. You got Richard Seymour through his first 107 games, 38. Cortez Kennedy, my buddy Cortez, rest in peace, Tez, 44. Geno Atkins, 55. Leroy Glover, 59.5. Warren Sapp, 64. Chris Jones sits atop of them all from the defensive tackles. 65 sacks through his first 107 games. Happy birthday, Chris Jones. How pimp is that?
What a baller.
You know who else has a birthday today?
Who?
50 Cent. You can find him in the club, bottle full of bud. You got what you need, all that good stuff.
He once made fun of Floyd Mayweather for not being able to read.
Floyd can't read?
Not if you believe 50 Cent.
I believe 50 Cent. He turned 48 today. He's a full-grown man. I like 50. Fitty's 48, Shohei 29 yesterday.
Many men.
Chris 29 today. Right now we have some day baseball going on. Reds Nationals game. There's a rain delay. Not going on. Tigers up 3-0. In a few minutes, we're taking Marcus Stroman and the Cubs versus the Brewers. I got to do it.
I don't know if we are doing that. How about a Nerfie?
We're going to do a Nerfie and take that. And then also
double unit Yerfies and Nerfies, baby.
Yerfies and Nerfies. I like the Phillies today, plus money. Jay loves the Marlins. I'm going to back the Marlins as well. The Marlins, we're doing -0.5 through the first 5. -0.5 for the first 5, and that's even money, right?
Sure is.
Damn, that's a good one. I like that play. And I also love the Guardians against the Royals, -1.5. Jordan Lyles is absolutely trash. I hope you had a wonderful Thursday. I hope you continue to have a wonderful day. For Jay Morgan, I'm John Harden. Y'all get out there, make the world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
Hi, folks. You don't have to